Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week for Tuesday Tips with Fallon. This week I'm going to do something a little bit different. If you have ever painted kitchen cabinets or bathroom cabinets, or maybe a piece of furniture that has a lot of doors on it, it can be super cumbersome and just take up a lot of space because they're laying all over your house or your garage, and it just kind of gets annoying. So I'm going to teach you an easy DIY way to hang your cabinets and to maybe even also spray your cabinets if you want to go that route. The first thing I'm going to do is prep the cabinet door so that we can hang it. I'm going to take the underside of the door, so pretend like the handle is on the bottom. This part would be showing on the floor, so you would not see it. So I'm going to pre-drill some holes. After you have pre-drilled your hole, you're just going to take a cup hook. You can buy these at your local hardware store or off of Amazon. You want to kind of start it. And normally you can just screw this all the way in, but if you're doing a bunch of cabinets, your hands are going to be exhausted. So I recommend grabbing your drill. And I have it open. I place this on here, and you have to be pretty gentle. And it screws it for you. And then I finish it off like this. So you can go ahead and go through the process of painting, or if you want to spray, you can spray them, but I recommend grabbing a hanger, something that's pretty sturdy. I just buy these at Walmart. And if you can see, this actually spins, so it's really nice because I can move the door around like this if I'm spraying or painting, and it makes it a lot easier. And again, these holes will not show because they will be placed on the bottom of the ground, or if you're doing a kitchen cabinet, toward the top of the ceiling, opposite of the handle. So you would take these off at the end and just kind of touch up that area. If you want, you don't even have to. Again, you won't see this area. But I'm going to show you the process of making the hanging rack now. I have two different racks here. This was a spraying rack, and the one behind me is a drying rack. The one behind me is about 10 feet long, and this one is 5 feet. My husband and I researched these online, and they're like $500. We decided to do it ourselves, and between the two of these, it was less than $100. This one you could use really just to hang your stuff on and dry it if you want, but again, I had two different systems going, and I used this for spraying and that one for drying. But I want to show you how we made it just so you can do it yourself. Here we have a 2x6, and then on the sides we have 2x4s. The base is also a 2x6, and honestly, there is no specific way or length to have this. You can cut it down to wherever you want it to be. The base should just be a little bit wider than what you have going on right here. Lowe's and Home Depot will cut the boards for you if you don't have access to a table saw or a chop saw, which makes it super simple. But all we have going on here is just an L bracket. You can also buy these at a hardware store. They're not very expensive. We have screwed them in so that everything is really secure. And then on the back side, we have taken 3 wood screws and screwed it into the base of this, just to make it extra sturdy and supportive. And you can tell it does not go anywhere. It's really, really nice. Okay, on the 2x4, we just took a 1 1/4 drill bit and placed it on the wood and drilled into the wood to give it a nice circle. And we slipped a regular clothesline holder through that hole so it would be nice and sturdy, and it's really snug so it doesn't go anywhere. This is the 10-foot hanging rack. We have pretty much just amped it up compared to the smaller 5-foot rack. I have just redone a kitchen and put 50 cabinet doors on this and drawers, which is amazing just to have this one place to store everything. So the doors go on the bottom, and of course these hang up top, and since the hangers move, they would just all hang like this. This one is a little bit different. We used a wooden dowel rod that we got out of the lumber section. And then on the bottom, we have used rollers that like you roll furniture on. So this moves back and forth if we needed to. We have also used L brackets, just like in the previous 5-foot drying rack. Just added a few more so it's nice and stable. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. And then drilled them to the back. We did drill with just wooden screws the base. This is a 2x10 to the bottom of this, just so that it wouldn't move or go anywhere. As far as the middle goes, for extra support, we kept it really simple for us, and also to make it easy for you to understand. Again, there's just L brackets at the bottom holding this board together, and this just keeps the bar from sagging. Just grabbed some pieces of wood, screwed them in, and this sits on top. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week for Tuesday Tips with Fallon. One more thing I'd like to add is that this is one of those things that you can take apart and store away if you need to, and get it back out when you have, let's say, a big order coming in with a lot of cabinets or a lot of doors. So then you can just put it back together and you're good to go. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next time.